Hey guys, it's me, Made Up Jen. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how I do my nails. So pretty much first I'm going to start with the more pilot drill that I bought off of Walmart. And the bit that I'm going to use to remove my acrylic sets that you see on my hand right now is the Pana brand Professional in the color Silver Style XXZ. So I'm going to link everything down below. Pretty much everything you see me use here I actually bought off of Amazon. So I'll just put the links down below. As you guys could tell, I am removing the acrylic. It's taking me forever, to be honest. The speed that I was using on the drill I thought was high enough to not damage my actual nail, but I ended up actually going to the highest speed because it just was taking forever to remove the acrylic. Also, I really like this drill bit that I bought from Amazon. The round part of the drill bit makes it easier to go around the cuticle without cutting my skin. It will cut you though, so don't think because it has a round tip that it will not cut you. The actual drill itself could cut you. When you're removing the acrylic, at some point your hand will slip and it will hit your skin and it will burn. And if you're wondering why I'm applying a new set when obviously I am removing just the acrylic from my old set, I went to the restroom and these broke right after. So I had to do a new set. So as you guys could see, I'm just going in an upward downward position with the drill. I'm trying to remove everything as much as I can as fast as possible. I'm going to be using another drill bit. It's also from the Pana brand. It's the Safety Nail Carbide bit. So I go ahead and I use that bit to remove the little bit of acrylic that I have left on my nail. This is the most safest way for me to remove the acrylic without damaging my actual nail. Sometimes when you use a drill bit, it can damage and dent your actual natural nail. Like I said, I was originally going to do a refill, but I ended up doing a fresh new set. I don't recommend this for anybody because your nails will get damaged every time you get a fresh set.
Shine like a star, you know who you are. You're everything beautiful, just like hot like the sun. The loneliest one is everything beautiful. But I'll be goddamn standing at my door.
So pretty much next I just dust off all the powder that I have around my fingers, around my nails, everywhere. And then I filed down my actual nail with this 100 by 180 file that I bought also on Amazon. Again, everything that I am going to talk about, I will link it down below, and it is 100% all Amazon. Amazon is a G, is the homie. So pretty much I'm just filing down all my natural nail all the way to as low as I possibly can get because my nails are already very fragile from the acrylics. And then next I'm going to go ahead and push down my cuticles. So I'm going to use this cuticle pusher that I got in a set. I'm pushing down all the cuticle down, making sure I have the right shape, making sure I don't have any extra little skin hanging there. I'm prepping my skin to pretty much use the drill bit, the little ball drill bit, to remove my cuticles right now that you guys are gonna see. This came in a set, but I still use this one from the set to remove all the cuticle. This also helps so that your nails will not lift. It is very, 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 very important how you prep before you apply the actual acrylic. You gotta make sure your cuticles are pushed all the way down. There's no extra skin lying there, because once you put the acrylic on top, that will prevent it from lifting. You know when your hair gets stuck in between the nail on the tip on the bottom because it's growing out? That's pretty much not good prep work. Yes, I know I am cutting my cuticles. I know they say not to do it, but I still do it anyway. It just helps with my application. Next, I'm gonna use the BTArtbox false nail tips. I actually bought these off a recommendation from Nayeli_nails off of Instagram. I actually really like her work, so I went on her questions on her highlights, and these were the tips she uses. So I'm pretty much just going through all the tips, trying to figure out which tips are the ones for me. As you guys can see, my nail bits are very small. So after I pick out each one of my nail tips for each of my fingers, I actually filed down the corners from the nail because I need to make sure that the actual tips don't cover my whole nail. So I need to make sure to cut them down, make sure I could put enough acrylic so that it could all hold it. The next thing I'm going to do is I am going to glue on the tips using the Kiss brush on gel. Yes, I know it does not say glue. I actually got this on a Kiss acrylics dip set that I bought maybe a couple months ago when I was still learning how to apply acrylics. That was the easiest way for me to do acrylics. It sucked, but I got the gel out of it, so I'm okay with that. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the nail tips to the size I want. I actually am not a person who likes long nails. These are very short nails, but I think they're just fine.
What about this one? Do you think this is a long? I can't put this one next to these. Yeah. Is it longer? This is longer?
A little bit.
Then I'll just fucking file that bitch.
Next, I'm gonna go ahead and file my nails to the shape I like. I tend to stick to the coffin shape just because that's the shape that goes with my fingers. As you guys could tell, I have kind of like sausage fingers, but not quite there yet, but they're not quite skinny either. And the next thing I'm going to do right after I'm finished filing my nails down is I am going to get a sanding file, and I am going to pretty much file down the nails around where I glued to make sure that it has a flat surface so the acrylic could adhere a little bit better once I start to apply it. Also, this sanding bit that you guys see came inside of my drill, and with like 25 extra of these sanding bands, so this is what I use all the time. Before I apply the acrylic, I'm going to dust off all the extra powder that I got from filing down my nails. And then I'm going to use the Mia Secrets Nail Prep pH Balance. I'm going to pretty much dry out my nail. You don't want any oil, any shine on your nails. You want to make sure that you dehydrate the hell out of it. It dries really fast, by the way. It's like alcohol. So right after I'm done applying this onto my nails, I am going to apply the Mia Secret Extra Bond primer. It's supposed to be acid free. I don't feel any burn, but I apply a layer of both of those on top. I bought these together in a set, so I don't know if they sell these individually. Once I'm done, I am finally going to use the Mia Secrets liquid monomer. This is the 8 fluid ounce bottle. I actually have a droplet from like an old serum that I used to have, and that's how I actually take out the product. Do not try to tilt the bottle over. It will fall, and this product smells really bad, so you really want to be careful with it. I'm gonna pull out my number 12 KEMEISI nails brush, and I'm gonna soak that in the actual monomer. And then I'm gonna take out my clear acrylic from Mia Secrets also, and I'm gonna just start applying a clear base to my nails. I always do this. I learned this from Be Glamorous Nails on YouTube. I saw one of her videos once, and she mentioned that the best way and the healthiest way to keep doing acrylics without really damaging your nails was to always apply a clear base, so you could just keep refilling until pretty much the nail gives out. And that's been the healthiest way for me now. After doing nails for about, give or take, almost 6 months, I feel like I'm at a good place now where I'm learning. I just haven't gotten down the shaping quite yet. Also, a good tip that I have learned from using just any acrylic, just apply the bead and make sure you wipe off your brush. If you do not wipe off your brush, the acrylic will build up in there and it will dry on your brush bristles, and it will ruin your brush faster, and it will make it really hard for you to continue finishing up your whole set, because you still have to finish doing the rest of your nails, and as you're doing the rest of your nails, your brush will keep becoming harder and harder to use. And as you guys could see, my beads are small. I do have very small nail beds, and also the whole point of the clear base is to be a very thin base, so when you file off the acrylics later on for a refill, you can easily just apply a little bit of clear base on the bottom to refill, and then the other acrylic color that you want. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use this glitter from this little box that I bought with 12 separate glitters. It's not a lot of actual glitters in it, but it was enough to do one hand and still have leftover for another hand. But pretty much I am applying the clear acrylic again on the bottom, on the tip. Pretty much you just need one small little bead, just enough so that the glitter will stick onto it. By the way, the glitter was not that hard to apply. It was somewhat easy, but then the glitter would keep getting stuck to the brush, and I tried wiping it off, as you guys can see on the napkin on the bottom. It's full of glitter. At some point when the napkin dried, I tried to actually use that leftover glitter on some spots that I might have missed the first time around, just so that I wouldn't waste so much of the glitter. But I'm not gonna lie, this glitter right here, so pretty. It has like this weird like holographic glitter under it. I really like this glitter, and I cannot wait to try the other glitters that come in there once I get a little bit more of different colored acrylics. And this is what they look like. As you guys can see, look at how it shines. And next I'm going to use the Mia Secret Cover Rose Acrylic Powder. I'm going to start in the middle with a small bead so that it could transition and blend. I actually am tapping very softly. When I first started, I'm not gonna lie guys, my nails used to be super fat. I had to file for like 2 hours with the drill. Also, I've been watching a lot of videos on Instagram and I follow this girl named KEMEISI Nails and also ebet.nails. I've been watching a lot of their videos online and they all start in the middle and then they slowly blend it out. I, on this part right here, blended too much of that cover on top of the glitter, so I had to push the acrylic cover back since I didn't encapsulate the glitter. I completely forgot that I had to do that. The one problem I am having right now is just how thick I need to go with my actual nail beds. Just because of my finger shape, I see a lot of girls on Instagram, like on the pictures, some of their nails look really fat and then some look really skinny and some look like they're in the middle. I watched a video from YN Nails Inc. on their YouTube. They had a whole segment of how thick your apex should be. I didn't know how to blend. I didn't know what it was to have the right amount of monomer on a brush and how a bead is dry and how it's too wet for you to put on an actual nail. And I'm still quite not there yet, but I will eventually get there. Make sure to also clean around the cuticle area. You want to make sure that your brush is not super dry, but it's also not super wet. Pretty much you're manipulating where you want the acrylic to go. Right here, I'm actually applying the clear acrylic on top to encapsulate the whole nail. So when you first start learning how to do acrylics, my best recommendation for you, and as you guys could see, I still do it even now, just get small beads. Don't try like the one bead method thing that you see online on these Instagram videos. Just work up to it, because I tried going thick at the beginning and then it went horribly bad, and now I go like in small little portions. I used to not like to waste acrylic, you know, when you're swiping down and then you have like that extra. I would be so pissed because I'm like, damn, acrylic is so expensive and this is going to waste. But you know, you just have to learn how to apply the beads. That's the main thing. Just go slowly, work up to it. There's no hurry. Also remember that when you are applying the clear acrylic on top to encapsulate, it's okay if you go a little bit thicker, just because you are going to file it down after, but don't go crazy with it. But just make sure you pat it down, you are going around the corners, you're going under, you do not want any acrylic left over. So from here, I'm just pretty much going over the nails over and over with little small beads and little dents and pieces where I felt like I might have missed. And then next, I'm actually going to grab a drill from that same kit that I use my cuticle drill bit from. And I'm just pretty much going around my cuticle area, making sure that I don't have any actual acrylic or anything stuck on my skin. This drill bit does not cut me at all, and that's why I actually like using this around my cuticle area. It just gives me that shape. It's that whole apex thing they're talking about. You don't want that part to look flat, so you want to make it look round. Also, this bit is very good at going under the nail. Sometimes when you're applying the acrylic, especially the clear one, you don't see any of it going around and under the side of your nails. So that's literally what I use this bit for. I go around the cuticle area, I go under the nail, and I go on the side of my skin just to make sure that everything is completely off. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab some alcohol and this little brush that also came in my set with the cuticle pusher. So pretty much I'm just grabbing this little brush and I'm going under my nails. I'm removing any excess dust that I might still have stuck on me, and also glitter, because the glitter was just on me everywhere at some point. You can see it in the palm of my hand, it's everywhere. Then I'm going to go ahead and shape my nails the way I originally had them before I put the acrylic. Sometimes you have to just easily reshape the nail. I know I went over it with the drill bit that I had, but I go over again with the file in case my shape didn't come out the way I wanted to on the top. But I am pretty much just filing in an angle on the top of my nail, on the side of my nails, and pretty much trying to get the shape I want. By the way, when I am actually filing my nail, I am using the 180 part on my file. Actually, when I'm going on top of the nail and I'm filing, I actually go on the 100 part of the file. You kind of got to know the angles. If you're going on the sides, you don't want to turn your file. You want to keep it straight. And if you're going under the nail, same thing. Don't angle your file. As soon as you angle that file, it messes up the whole shape of the nail. This is from experience. I still don't have my shaping right, so this is my advice to you guys. So right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and dust off any of the powder that I might still have left over. You gotta look under your nails. So then I'm gonna go ahead and buff my nails with this buffer that I bought in a different kit. And then sometimes the files will leave an actual like weird mark on top of your nail, and you'll apply the top coat and you could see that. So I actually get this buffer and that smooths out the surface of the nail so it does not look like that. I am just filing my nails to the shape I like. Usually this takes me give or take half an hour. Even when I finish my nails, I will refile again if I see a nail that's a little bit crooked. It will bug me. I hate that it bugs me, but it bugs me because I'm just like, no, it's crooked. I need to fix it. And I'll reapply top coat all over again. I use the pink little brush again to dust off any powder and to make sure that everything's completely off with no product, just the brush itself. And then I start to buff my nails again. I pretty much go back and forth. I buff my nails and then I file until I get it right. After I finish buffing out my nails to the way I like, I am going to apply my top coat from the brand Beetles. Make sure to apply that all around the corners. Put it at the top. I'm sealing the top coat so that it won't chip and that my set will last. Once I'm done with one coat, I go back over the nails again just to make sure that I did not miss anything and that they are ready to go into this UV light from Beetles. And this is what my nails look like, guys. I hope you guys like this video. If you want me to keep posting videos like this, please let me know. Bye.